evening, racing fans. Welcome to Racing Action from Flamboro Downs for this Wednesday evening. Our first dash will go to post in approximately 15 minutes. Let's get a look at the changes on this evening's card of racing. In race number 1, note that we have equipment changes. We have blind bridle blinkers on both the 3 and the 7. 3 Adriatico Hanover and 7 Outlaw Duke Worthy blind blinkers. Races 2 and 3 have no changes. No changes races 2 or 3. Race number 4, 1 Bettor's Rush, open bridle to blinkers, open to blinkers. Races 5 through 9 have no changes. No changes races 5 through 9. Field on post parade for race 1 Macalco, Dale Spence for Darren Rayner and Mary Harris. 2 is Happy in Control, Daryl Thiessen for Dale Hernan and Antonio Tangretta. And number 3 is Adriatico, Hanover, Scott Quilter for Stephen Taylor and Brett Taylor and Martin Zernick. Correction, Martin Zernicki. And number 4, Accelerator, Mark McDonnell for Randy Dauld and Madsen Dauld. Number 5 is Unison, Paul McKenzie drives and trains for Mark Meegans. Number 7, Outlaw Duke Worthy, Malik Smith for Bruno LaCroix. And number 6, The Devil You Know, Ryan Guy for Steve Gassian and Beth Doyle. And number 8 is Hogwash, Jason Ryan for Brett Lester and Rebecca Williamson. Field of 8, race number 1. Let's get a look at this field. We'll start with number 2, Happy in Control, and one that was 0 for 19 in the win column this year, but I think one that's looking like he might be able to win soon. Almost won, second beat in the nose, 2 back, and last race another second. 3 consecutive top 3s, so one that might break through in here. I don't like 1 to 9 on a horse that's 0 for 19 in the win column, though, but this is a bottom level class, and not many bringing in any kind of usable form. Certainly the best form in this group. It looks like it would be today, but Happy in Control, 1 to 9. I would be shopping elsewhere, and that elsewhere might be 5 Unison, who was a third, beaten a length and a half here 2 races ago. Last race came first up and tired in the late going. Good middle half, was really sharp looking. Unison is making just the 4th start of the year. I think Unison could be dangerous in here. Unison is 4 to 1, a much better value proposition. Paul McKenzie driving and training for Mark Meegans. Others, number 6, The Devil You Know, one that doesn't have a win on the year, but just 14 starts, had 8 wins last year, and is one that has shown a little bit of a flash of late in spots, but just trouble putting it together, and especially the final quarter is not great. But The Devil You Know and Ryan Guy for Steve Gassian, off of just what I saw of this one last year, got to think it's in there somewhere. Maybe can come back to things here. Ryan Guy for Steve Gassian, 35 to 1. Certainly that last race scares people away. Now parked every step of the way, 9th beaten 32. And then one more, number 3, Adriatico, Hanover, blind bridle to blinkers. Missed the last scheduled start due to sickness. There's not much in the way of recent form, but 4 runner-up finishes in 14 starts on the year. Scotty Quilter for Stephen Taylor. This one's 11 to 1, but all the money has gone to 2, Happy in Control, 1 to 9. is rolling for race number 1. Macalco, Happy in Control. On the inside with Adriatico Hanover. In the center, Accelerator in unison. To the outside, the Devil You Know, Outlaw, Duke Worthy, and Hogwash. Field of 8. It's race number 1. Here they come. Field 4, race number 1. Is at the start of the rough, and the Devil You Know emerges with the early lead. Macalco and Happy in control, and then it is Unison as the field fires their way on around the turn, but the early advantage right now goes to Macalco, and then the Devil You Know is racing second. Happy in control, third to the inside. Unison's racing fourth, and Adriatico Hanover fifth. Outlaw Duke Worthy now on the outside is taken fifth. Sixth is Adriatico Hanover, and then it is back to Accelerator and Hogwash, but Macalco 19-1 has the lead, and Macalco 19-1 leading past the quarter of 28 seconds. The Devil You Know at 40-1 is second. Heavy favorite Happy in Control. Third, 1-9 on the board, is about 4.5 lengths from the front. Unison fourth. Outlaw Duke Worthy. Adriatico Hanover is shipped to the outside. Then Accelerator and Hogwash off at 28 quarter. They race up to the half. Macalco and Dale Spence freewheeling on top with a lead of about 2.5 or 3 over the Devil You Know. Happy in Control now is moving up on the outside and giving cover to Unison. Half of 57-3. It is still Macalco, though, with the front. Macalco, the Devil You Know, and now taking over second is Happy in Control. The Devil You Know is third. Unison is fourth in closing ground. Macalco off of 57-3, halftime leading to 3 quarters. Happy in Control, the 1-9 favorite, is bearing down on Macalco. They stride together, but not for long. Happy in Control has got the lead. Macalco is second. Unison third in closing. Then the Devil You Know. Outlaw Duke Worthy, Adriatico Hanover is dropping back, and then Accelerator and Hogwash, 3 quarters, 126-3. And it is Happy in Control who's got the lead as the field turns for home. Happy in Control is in control by about 2 right now. Then trying to fight back, Macalco, and then Unison. Happy in Control of Macalco. Happy in Control is going to win. Macalco second, Unison third. And then fourth was Outlaw Duke Worthy. 156 flat. Coming back in front of us, the winner of race 1, number 2, Happy in Control. A thrill controlled the moment bay, colt home by Antonio Tangretta. Dale Hurd, the trainer. The winning drive to Double Barrel, Daryl Thiessen. Mile of 156 for Happy in Control. First win on the season, second lifetime. The first race, number 2, Happy and Control, 230, 210, 210. 1 Macalco, 630, 295. Unison, 210. $2 exactor, 12.90. Dollar try, 12.55. Dollar super, 77.30. 20-cent super, 15.46. Fans note in race 6, number 6, I'm Diabolical. Driver change to Dale Spence. Race 6, number 6, I'm Diabolical. Dale Spence will drive. The first race order of finish from the top down is a 217-63548. That's 217-63548 on the bottom. Field 4, race number 2. On parade 1, Wildcat Rocky, Steve Byron for Dale Hurden, Wildcat Stables, and Antonio Tangretta. Number 2 is Mossy's Heart, Sammy Fillier for Jason Mitchell and Jerry Belanger. Number 3 to Jennifer's Credit, Brody LeCain for Sean Arnott. And number 4 is Playing Bad, Phil Houdon for Nathan Harding and Adam Friedland. Number 6 is Mr. Commodore, Jason Ryan for Claire Bradshaw and Brian Jameson. Number 7, Silverback Jack, Travis Cullen for Robert Kyle Fellows and Marissa Wilson. And 5's Written in Stone, Austin Sorey for Brenda Duncan and David Duncan. Well, fans, let's get a look at this field for race number 2. We'll start on the inside with 1 Wildcat Rocky. And although the last couple races weren't strong, this is one that, missed a lot of time before those last 2. One that often raced against much, much tougher. Look at back here, January the 9th, non-winners of 6. And if you look back last November, was a winner in the non-winners of 6. That is way up from this level here. Wildcat Rocky made almost 60,000 last year in 32 starts. Clearly jumps off the page here, but really hasn't shown much in the first 2 starts back. But in this spot, should have a lot better chance. 54-4 is still a decent mile. It's just the race went in 53-1. But Wildcat Rocky, I think, towers over this field 1-5. So that suggests that. Number 3, to Jennifer's Credit, one that raced very well here last time out in a bottom class, led a long way, just got caught by 1 at the finish. To Jennifer's Credit, Brody LeCain for Sean Arnott should be right back and blasting early, and he's 5-1 on the board. Number 2, Mossy's Art, hasn't raced since April, has been off all summer, and now shipped in here. Had a qualifier September the 20th, had one July the 19th at Kawartha, but then didn't race. And Mossy's Art is one that, has been okay at times, but I think when you just look at the body of work of this veteran, has a lot of back class. Maybe the time off can get him rolling a little bit. You get Sammy Fillier for Jason Mitchell. Mossy's Art, 11-1. I think can get onto the ticket and for a share, 11-1 on the board. And number 4, Playing Bad, beaten 2.5 lengths last time. Didn't play bad, played reasonably well, but the record on the season isn't great. Just 3 top 3s and 22 starts, but maybe could be played for 4th again. Was 4th last time out, 55-4. Playing Bad, Phil Houdon. He's getting a lot of love at 3-1. That's probably overdoing it, but after the first 1 in here, the rest of the field looks pretty wide open. Field of 7 for race number 2. Field for the second, gathering speed. They're at the start of the rough. Degenerate's Credit and Playing Bad and Wildcat Rocky, Mr. Commodore, Mossy's Art, Written in Stone, and Silverback Jack. It is Wildcat Rocky who rocks right out to take the lead. Is in front a couple of lengths. Then to Jennifer's Credit, Mr. Commodore, and Playing Bad. Then it is back further to Mossy's Art, and racing second for last is Written in Stone, and then Silverback Jack, but they race on to the opening quarter. Wildcat Rocky 1-9 on the board as expected and leads on past that quarter in 27-3. To Jennifer's Credit, 9-1 is second. Mr. Commodore right now is third, and then fourth is Playing Bad. Then it is Mossy's Art and Written in Stone and Silverback Jack, and the field races off the turn. Wildcat Rocky with the front, but here it comes on the outside now. Driving up closer is Playing Bad and Phil Houdon. Inside third to Jennifer's Credit. Written in Stone is racing second over fourth. Fifth to the inside, Mr. Commodore. Then it is Silverback Jack and Mossy's Art. 58-2 halftime. A 30-4 second panel breather. Wildcat Rocky leads on into the backstretch, and Playing Bad on the outside is playing a little closer, wanting to take down the 1-9 favorite. And Steve Byron looks kind of unconcerned as he's just sitting still. And Wildcat Rocky has a lead of a length and a half, now 2. And the gap is widening now with every stride. It's out to about 3. To Jennifer's Credit, reclaims second. Now Written in Stone is off cover 3 wide, and backing away Playing Bad is fourth. Then Mr. Commodore, Silverback Jack, and Mossy's Art. Wildcat Rocky as the field turns for home. Written in Stone on the outside. Wildcat Rocky gets some taps from Steve Byron to keep on going. Wildcat Rocky pays attention and drives on and is going to win it by about 2.5, and then Written in Stone, then to Jennifer's Credit and Playing Bad 156-2. Coming back in front of us, the winner of race number 2. It's one Wildcat Rocky, 6-year-old He's Watching Bay gelding. Stephen Byron, the winning driver. The trainer is Dale Hurd. The owner is Wildcat Stables, and Antonio Tangretta. First win on the season, 23rd lifetime. Wildcat Rocky. The second race payouts. 1 Wildcat Rocky, 210, 210, 210. 5 Written in Stone, 673.50. And 3 to Jennifer's Credit, 310. $2 Exactor, $9.30. $1 Try, $18.35. $1 Super, $42.90. 20-cent super 8.58. $2 double 2.40. Second race over finish from the top is a 1634257. That's 1634257 on the bottom. Field for the third on parade. One Cruz, Hanover, J.R. Platt for Ashley Lenfo and Gino Toscani. Number 2 is Vertical Squirt, Eddie Hensley for Ashley Hensley. Number 3 is Holy Jalapeno, Mike Whalen for Ken Skinner. And number 4 is Crazy World, Garrett ready for Kathy Chikeen. Number 5, Beach and Lindy, Paul McKenzie for Steve Charlton. Number 6, Beach A's Choice, Austin Sorry for Patrick Bissett and William Brown. And number 7 is Granite Beach, Travis Cullen for Grace Marshman. It is Dance Like a Skipper, Scotty Coulter for Paul Coulter. And Emma and Avery Longstreet. Field of 8, race number 3. Let's get a look at this field for the third. I want to start with number 4, Crazy World, who's 5-2 on the board. And look, one that raced well in each of the last 2 at Grand River. In fact, 2 starts back, 151 and 2. Almost won, just beaten ahead, and then beaten ahead again last time out. And battled hard last race on the outside as well for a good chunk of the race. Crazy World was a very good earner last year and had 8 wins in 23 starts. Crazy World and Garrett Rooney. I like this one just slightly on top over the 1. Crazy World, Garrett Rooney for Kathy Chikeen is currently on the board at 5-2. Number 1, Cruz Hanover did not cruise at Mohawk, to say the least, last time out. But look, the race went in 48-4, so tailed off the late going. Mile of 52-1, but just before that was second in 51-4 at Mohawk, and Cruz Hanover is one that overall you'd have to think has a very solid shot in here in terms of overall speed in this spot. Cruz Hanover, J.R. Plot driving for Ashley Lenvoy 2-1. Others, number 7, Granite Beach. Well, Granite Beach is one that hasn't won in a little while, but still has had 18 wins since the 1st of January last year. And Granite Beach, last time out, was third, beaten the length here to a very good one in Palladium Hanover, and one with a lot of backlash and Respect Our Flag. So Granite Beach, 5-2 on the board, is getting a lot of love and should be. I think is one of the top 3 in here. Post is a little more challenging, but Granite Beach still, I think Travis Cullen is going to give this one a good shot to get into the top 3 here. 2-1, getting an enormous amount of love. The money is pretty even on the 1, 4, and 7, but the 7 slight favorite at 9-5. Then number 2, Vertical Squirt. Vertical Squirt's last couple weren't great, but Vertical Squirt is dropping a level. And one, if you go back 3 races ago, raced in this class to a solid third to YYC on the horizon. I think Vertical Squirt is a very good candidate to bounce back. Also raced in this class at Georgian Downs in August and had back-to-back wins. Vertical Squirt is 9-2. gate is rolling for the third. Cruise Hanover, Vertical Squirt, and Holy Jalapeno on the inside. Crazy World and Beach and Lindy in the center. To the outside, BJ's Choice, Granite Beach, and Dance Like a Skipper. Field of 8 for the third. They're at the start in the rough, and it is Granite Beach from the outside who's going to leave out well with Cruise Hanover. Also getting out is BJ's Choice and Vertical Squirt, then Holy Jalapeno and Crazy World. Then it is back to Beach and Lindy and Dance Like a Skipper, and they work their way on into the backstretch, and Granite Beach has got the lead. Granite Beach, Cruise Hanover, Vertical Squirt. Then BJ's Choice is fourth away in front of Holy Jalapeno. Crazy World is sixth, and then Beach and Lindy and Dance Like a Skipper. But Granite Beach at 6-5 the board has the lead as they work their way on around the turn off a 27-4 opening panel. Cruise Hanover is cruising in the pocket. Vertical Squirt is racing third, and then BJ's Choice, and then it is Holy Jalapeno racing fifth, and Crazy World is to the outside, position sixth, but with a lot of work to do as they work their way off the turn. The trailing pair are Beach and Lindy and Dance Like a Skipper of a 27-4 quarter. Halftime was recorded in 57-4, 32nd split, and they race their way on past the 5/8. And it is still Granite Beach who's on top. Cruise Hanover. There goes Crazy World, who's getting up closer now. Crazy World first up is dueling to take third from Vertical Squirt. Racing fifth is BJ's Choice, and Holy Jalapeno is sixth. The field hustles on to three quarters. Granite Beach, but Crazy World is getting closer. They head on to three quarters. Granite Beach 6-5 of the board. Slight favorite still leading. Crazy World trying to wear down Granite Beach, but needs to get close first. And then on the inside, Cruise Hanover. And then Vertical Squirt and BJ's Choice, but it is Granite Beach, Crazy World, Cruise Hanover, and they turn for a home and down the stretch, and Granite Beach is still moving well. Granite Beach is going to win this one. Then Cruise Hanover, Crazy World, and Vertical Squirt. Granite Beach victorious in 154-3. Coming back in front of the winner of race number 3, it's number 7, Granite Beach, 5-year-old Sunshine Beach, Gray Gelding. Travis Cullen, the winning driver for Grace Marshman, who is the trainer and owner. 7th win on the season. 19th lifetime for Granite Beach. The third race payout 7 grand at Beach for $53 One Cruise Hanover $4 Crazy World 210 $2 exactor 13.40 dollar try 24.30 dollar super 41.15 20 cents super is 8.23. Fans, note in this fourth race, number 4, Benjamin B. The claiming price should read 12,000. 12,000 is the claiming tag on 4 Benjamin B. Third race, over a finish from the top, 247-36518. That's 247-36518. Field for the fourth race on parade. One batter is Rush, Scott Quilter for Bernard Wills and Brian LaMarche. Number 2 is Redland Wrangler, Paul McKenzie for Steve Charlton and Kathleen Charlton. 3 is scratched. 4 is Benjamin B, Steve Houdon for Ken Oliver. 5 is No Fool McKinley, Daryl Thiessen for Darrell Laver and Leanne Davidson and James Grant and Adrian Sharma and Sally Peacock. Number 6, You Lonely Charlie, Jay Harris for Tim Jacobson and James Edward Lewis. And number 7, Fear Giver, Ryan Guy for Jason Woodward and Sean Hannigan. Field of 6 for race number 4. Let's look at this field. Scratched is 3, The Cheeky Bugger. We'll start with number 4, Benjamin B. And once again, note the claiming tag should read 12,000. And this is one that has 3 wins on the year, which is more than anyone in this field. And Benjamin B. was second at Grand River just 2 races back. The last one here was in a non-winners at 2. It didn't go well, but now drops it down into this 8,000 claiming winners under, and I think Benjamin B. has to be considered the one to beat here, although the tote board disagrees. But I just think overall with the class drop 3-1, Benjamin B. is the one that I want to be on. Came home well, 28-1 last time out. The start before that, 27-4. Benjamin B. is 3-1. Others to look at in here. Number 5, No Fool McKinley. Back-to-back 7th place finishes. Now drops 1 level from the 8 claimer, straight claimer to the bottom level. Was 4th in this class 3 races ago, but that was after making an early break. If No Fool McKinley can stay flat, should have a great chance. And No Fool McKinley is currently the 6-5 favorite. Just 2 wins, though, in 36 starts on the year. Daryl Thiessen looking to double up. Double Barrel Daryl looking to double up here with race number 4. And number 2, Redland Wrangler, is one that has good gate speed. This will be the the second start after missing some time off. Had a couple of months or more off, and now makes a second start back. Last race, Trailer Post wasn't able to get much done. Redland Wrangler was decent last year. Hasn't nearly as good this year. Redland Wrangler and Paul McKenzie for Steve Charlton, 5-1. Could be okay in this spot, second start back. And then one more is on the inside. One better is Rush, open bridle to blinkers, equipment change, and finished last time out with broken equipment, and is one that, fans aren't backing all that much, 14-1, and has only 1 top 3 and 14 starts in the year, but we'll see what the equipment change can provide. Better is Rush. Got off the gate well here last time out, and then tailed off like going to finish 12 lengths back, but was certainly up in the action early. Maybe can carry a little further here this evening. 10-1 now. Fans are on number 5, No Fool McKinley at 7-5, but I'm on number 4, Benjamin B. at 5-2. Gate is rolling for the fourth. Batters rush. Redland Wrangler on the inside. In the center, Benjamin B. No Fool McKinley to the outside. A Lonely Charlie and Feargiver. Field of six. Race number 4. Here they come. Field for the fourth race. In the stretch, here they come. They're at the start of the rough, and No Fool McKinley, Redland Wrangler, Better's Rush, then Benjamin B, and to the outside, A Lonely Charlie, then it is back to Fear Giver, but right now Better's Rush has the early lead. Better's Rush leads at a length and a half, and No Fool McKinley on the outside continues to drive. No Fool McKinley, not fooling around early, wants to press on and make the lead. Better's Rush is second down. Redland Wrangler third, then Benjamin B and A Lonely Charlie and Feargiver. No Fool McKinley 2 to 5 of the board at 27 and 4. Opening quarter, No Fool McKinley as the field races their way on past that quarter in 27 and 4. Leads it by about 2 and a quarter. Better's Rush is racing second. Redland Wrangler third. Benjamin B, A Lonely Charlie and Feargiver. And the field works their way off the turn, heading their way up towards the half, and it is No Fool McKinley not fooling around in the fourth race. 56 and 4 halftime. 29-second split, and it is Better's Rush as the field works their way on into the backstretch, and Benjamin B is third, and then racing position fourth is Redland Wrangler. No Fool McKinley is romping right now, leads by about 6. Benjamin B is second, and then it is Better's Rush and A Lonely Charlie as they work their way on past the three quarters, and it is No Fool McKinley leading, still dominating, leading by about 6 over Benjamin B, and then A Lonely Charlie, Better's Rush, and Redland Wrangler, well back Feargiver, and they work the way to the top of the stretch off three quarters of 125. Down the stretch drive they come, and it is No Fool McKinley and A Lonely Charlie. No Fool McKinley is going to hold on at the finish and take it by about 3. A Lonely Charlie, Benjamin B, and Better's Rush 155 and 3. Coming back in front of us, the winner of race number 4, number 5, No Fool McKinley. 5-year-old Tobago K's Bay Gelding. It is the driving double for Double Barrel. Daryl Thiessen, Daryl Laver, the trainer. The owners Leon Davidson, James Grant, Adrian Sharman, Sally Peacock. Third win on the season, 8th lifetime for No Fool McKinley, 155 and 3. Fourth race payouts number 5, No Fool McKinley. 290, 210, 210, 6 Yellow Lead Charlie, 560 and 210, and 4 Benjamin B, 210. $2 exactor, 31.70. Dollar try, 45.90. Dollar super, 86.45. 20-cent super, 17.29. Dollar pick 3 of 3, 9.75. Fourth race, order of finish from the top. 4-5 scratch, 3-1-2-6. That's 4-5 scratch, 3-1-2-6 on the bottom. Field for the fifth on parade. One is Better's Victory, Mike Whalen for Evan Stevenson. Number 2, J.J. Tommy, Jay Harris for Bradley Harris and Andrew Harris. 3 is Kevin Fraudster, Scott Calder for Patrick Bissett and Tanya Lawson. Number 4 is Unlaced, Nick Boyd for Blair Burgess and Corinne Olsen Burgess. 5, Artistically Simple, Daryl Thiessen for Ken Ellis and Daniel Delamere and James Ellis. And number 6, Well Said, Celeb, Sammy Filia for Amanda Riley and Blair Hansen. And number 7 is Hasselhoff, Austin Sorry for Daryl Laver and Leanne Davidson and Dave Walls and James Grant. And number 8 is Smiles for Miles, Jason Ryan for Chantal Mitchell and William McKay and David Serwatic. Field of 8, race number 5. Let's get a look at this field. Well, fans, the 5th race featuring the high 5, and, well, J.J. Tommy dropped in class for the last start and then was able to get the W. J.J. Tommy was outstanding, and off of that last race wasn't the favorite in that one, but now with another try down in class, back in the same level, will be the favorite here, understandably so. 1-2 on the board, a very fine effort in 53 and 2 to dominate. Others to look at. Number 6, Well Said, Celeb, was second at Kawartha just 2 races ago. Battled hard in that one. Last time out at Kawartha, tailed off badly, a 30 and 4 final quarter. Both miles were 54 and 3. Well Said, Celeb. I think overall, you see this one also winning at Charlottetown August the 8th and 54 and 4. This is one that makes now a 4th start in Ontario after coming in from the Maritimes. Well Said, Celeb and Sammy Filia for Amanda Riley is on the board at 3-1 and should be a main contender. Also note this is a first start for Amanda Riley with Well Said, Celeb. Some others. How about number 8, Smiles for Miles? Well, post 8 might not work well, but this is one that had post 8 at Grand River 2 starts ago. Now that's a much different proposition there because they can blast off the gate from the outside with a slanted gate in the long run before you get to the turn. Smiles for Miles overall has flashed enough that you have to think that maybe this one can be a factor to bounce back from just one poor outing last time out. Battled really hard though before tailing off in the late going. Smiles for Miles has shown enough, just will need a trip though. Jason Ryan for Chantal Mitchell 4-1. And number 1, Better's Victory, is a one that did not race very well last time out, but was fine just the start before it. Better's Victory, only 1 win on the season. I think this is one that is just a fringe player right now. Better's Victory, Mike Whalen for Evan Stevenson, 19-1. But number 2, J.J. Tommy, 1-2, is the favorite. Gate is rolling for race number 5. Banner's Victory, J.J. Tommy, and Captain Fraudsters on the inside. In the center, Unlaced and Artistically Simple. And to the outside, Well Said, Celeb Hasselhoff, Smiles for Miles. Field of 8, race 5. It's a field of 8 for the 5th race. Field is at the start and they're off. And Well Said Celeb is going to come out quickly with J.J. Tommy and Unlaced, and then Smiles for Miles and Better's Victory as they drive on around the turn. But the early lead goes to J.J. Tommy. Well Said Celeb, though, continues, and Better's Victory is third. Well Said Celeb takes over now. J.J. Tommy second, and racing third. Better's Victory. Unlaced is positioned fourth. Then Kevden Fraudsters and Smiles for Miles and Artistically Simple and Hasselhoff. And now reclaiming the lead. J.J. Tommy is on top, racing second. Well Said Celeb in front of Better's Victory, and Unlaced is positioned fourth. Kevden Fraudsters, Smiles for Miles, Artistically Simple, and Hasselhoff. 27 and 4 opening quarter. J.J. Tommy 1-9 on the board has got the lead. Well Said Celeb is tracking along in the pocket. Better's Victory is third. Unlaced is racing on the inside fourth, and Smiles for Miles now moves up on the outside. Smiles for Miles is fourth, and fifth is Unlaced. Sixth on the outside is Hasselhoff, and then Kevden Fraudsters and Artistically Simple. 58 and 1 halftime, 30 and 2 second split. And they work their way into the backstretch. J.J. Tommy, Well Said Celeb, Smiles for Miles is racing on the outside. First up, third. Better's Victory is locked on the inside. Fourth, Hasselhoff, second over fifth. About 6 off the lead. Then it is back to Unlaced and Artistically Simple and Kevden Fraudsters. J.J. Tommy, heavy favorite, leads on by 3/4, 127. J.J. Tommy by 2 over Well Said Celeb. And on the outside, Smiles for Miles third, Better's Victory fourth, then Unlaced and Hasselhoff, and then Kevden Fraudsters and trailing Artistically Simple, and it is J.J. Tommy. Now on the outside, Well Said Celeb off the trip is trying to call her J.J. Tommy, but no luck with that. J.J. Tommy dominant to the finish. Well Said Celeb. Then it was Smiles for Miles and Better's Victory. 155 and 1. race. Number 2, JJ Tommy, 210, 210, 210. 6, Well Said Celeb, 270, 210. 8, Smiles for Miles, 320. $2 Exactor is 620. Dollar Try, 1235. 20-cent High Five, 29.37. 20-cent Pick 5, $5.23. Fifth race, or her finish from the top, is a 417-582-63. That's 417-582-63 on the bottom. Field on post parade for the sixth. One Space Cadet Mike Whalen for Walter Whalen and Chris Nickel. Number 2, Shemar's Lady Havoc, Scotty Kohler for Sheila Lewis. Number 3, Funny Business, Jason Ryan for Pat Rouleau and Stephanie DiPietro and Don Carswell and Henry Vertoli. And number 4 is American Land, Nick Boyd for Catherine Flanagan and Winters Racing. Number 6, I'm Diabolical, Dale Spence for Brenda Duncan and Dave Duncan. Number 7, Lily Claire, Sammy Foya for Daryl Laver and Derek Ferris and James Grant and Dave Walls. And 5 is Ariel's Bet, Travis Culliver, Jody Cullen. It's a field of 7, race number 6. Let's get a look at some of the main players in here, or at least who I think they are. This is a pretty wide open dash, I believe, and is one that, number 5, Ariel's Bet. 3 to 5 on the board, but look at last time out here was 6th beaten 2 3/4. That was the first start off a layoff, though. One that was really good last year as a 2-year-old, and so far in the 3-year-old campaign really hasn't done a whole heck of a lot. Just 1 win and a third in 14 starts. But Travis Cullen, Jody Cullen, and one that drops in class from non-winners to 3. 3 to 5 is just heavily overbet on Ariel's Bet, but certainly shows enough to, in this class, be the one. Others to look at, number 7, Lily Claire, is one that just a 5th in the last couple of starts. Further down the page, 3 races back, Leamington was a good 3rd, and even the speed 2 back, 56 mile was okay here. Lily Claire compares better in this spot. Lily Claire, 5 to 1, Sammy Filia for Daryl Laver. Number 1, Space Cadet Mike Whalen for Walter Whalen. And this is one that's dropping also from that non-winners of 3 class, and from 4th, beaten a length and 3/4 last race. Inside post, Space Cadet belongs in the top 3 and is 4 to 1. And one more is number 2, Shemar's Lady Havoc, is one that took some time off and then returned to action on September the 20th. And last race was a bit better and maybe could build off that last one and be a factor for a top 3 here. Scotty Kohler for Sheila Lewis. The season's record isn't great, but Shemar's Lady Havoc, a veteran that has a bit of backlash, 10 to 1. It is rolling for race number 6. It is Space Cadet, Shimar's Lady Havoc on the inside. Funny Business, American Land, Ariel's Band. And to the outside, I'm Diabolical and Lily Claire. Field of 7 for the 6th race. Field for the 6th is at the start of the rough, and Lily Claire's going to blast with American Land. Space Cadet on the inside, then Ariel's Bet, Shimar's Lady Havoc, and Funny Business, and back to I'm Diabolical. But Lily Claire, blasting from an outside post, is going to grab the lead. Space Cadet is racing second, then taking back American Land, and now Ariel's Bet is driving on the outside. Ariel's Bet is working on the outside second, and is bearing down on Lily Claire. And Ariel's Bet didn't want the pocket, is going to drive on. And Ariel's Bet 3-5 is going to take the lead. Lily Claire is second. Space Cadet is third. American Land 4:27 and 4 opening quarter. Shimar's Lady Havoc is fifth. Funny Business sixth. And I'm Diabolical is seventh. They race off the turn. Ariel's Bet, the 3-5 favorite, leads as they race their way up towards us with Lily Claire second, but about 2.5 or 3 back. Space Cadet third, and American Land is racing fourth. Funny Business fifth to the outside. Shimar's Lady Havoc, and I'm Diabolical. 57 second half split. They race their way on into the backstretch, and Ariel's Bet. Lily Claire is trying to stay close, and third is Space Cadet. American Land, Funny Business, then Shimar's Lady Havoc, way back, I'm Diabolical. Ariel's Bet leads right now by 2.25. Lily Claire and Space Cadet, and then racing fourth is Funny Business, and fifth is Shimar's Lady Havoc, and then it is I'm Diabolical, and American Land is way back and struggling 125 and for the 3/4 time. Ariel's Bet leads as they turn for home. Ariel's Bet, Lily Claire second, Space Cadet third, but Ariel's Bet cruising in the stretch drive is going to take this one under wraps, and then Lily Claire, Space Cadet, and Funny Business 155 and 3. Back in front of us, the winner of race 6, it's 5 Ariel's Bet. Travis Cullen, the winning driver. 3-year-old All Bets Off, Brown filly, owned and trained by Jody Cullen. Second win on the season, 5th lifetime for Ariel's Bet. Sixth race payouts. 5 Ariel's bet, 350, 280, 210. 7 to Declare, 450, 280. 1 Space Cadet, 210. $2 exactor, 17.70. Dollar Try, 38.45. Dollar Super, 77.45. 20-cent Supers, 15.49. 20-cent Pick 4, 7.57. Sixth race. Order of finish from the top. 3547162. That's 3547162 on the bottom. bound for the 7th on Parade 1, Miss Sophia Rose, Austin Sorry for Patrick Bissett and William Brown. Number 2 is B3PO, Daryl Teeson for Ken Oliver. Number 3 is Ram Baron Rose, Scotty Calder for Pat Rouleau and Stephanie DiPietro, and Don Carswell and Henry Vertoli. For As Solid as a Brick House, Jason Ryan for Shane Barrington and Max Zabel. Number 7, Katie's Delight, Sammy Foley for Sheldon Rose. 5 is Waiting on a Woman, Travis Cullen for Jody Cullen and Ron Cullen. 8, All She Can, Malik Smith for Wayne Smith. And number 6 is Beyond the Hunt, Eddie Hensley for Jody Cullen and Paul Sanders. Field of 8 for race number 7. Let's get a look at this field for the 7th race. We'll start with number 5, Waiting on a Woman. Well, one that was a dominant winner here last time out. It's back in the same class, has 9 wins on the year. The recent form good, 3 runner-up finishes before that last race, so Waiting on a Woman is one that will probably be very heavily bet here. 4 to 5 on the board for Waiting on a Woman. Others to get a look at in here. Waiting on a Woman, then 4 Solid as a Brick House. Just 3 wins on the season, but set up by Shane Barrington. And this is right now the 3rd start for Shane with Solid as a Brick House. Race better last race. One that got off the gate reasonably well and did tire in the late going, but maybe now coming back on a much tighter rotation because had been off about 6 weeks before that last race. Now back just 7 days later. Solid as a Brick House is one that is currently on the board at 5 to 2. Others to look at in here, number 6, Beyond the Hunt, Eddie Hensley for Jody Cullen. Was good in back-to-back races before last time out to be on the hunt. Had the lead a long way and then tired, finishing 5th, beaten a length and a half. But still overall, the recent body of work for the last 3 starts for Beyond the Hunt is pretty good. Eddie Hensley for Jody Cullen should be a main threat in here, and he is 8 to 1 on the board. And then one more to look at is number 2, B3PO. Was racing well before that last race. The last race, I think he can just stroke one off because this has been a very consistent mare. Really good season. 21 out of 32 in the top 3. B3PO. I think we'll bounce back. 5 to 1 on the board. Gate is rolling for race number 7. Miss Sophia Rose, B3PO, and Rambaran Rose on the inside of the center. Solid as a brick house and waiting on a woman. To the outside, Be on the Hunt. Katie's Delight and All She Can. Field of 8 for the 7th race. There at the start of the rough, and it is Solid as a brick house who leads with Rambaran Rose and Beyond the Hunt. Down to the inside is Miss Sophia Rose, and they race around that first turn. Miss Sophia Rose went off stride. Rambaran Rose has the lead. Solid as a brick house now is going to drive on. Solid as a brick house is going to take the lead, and Beyond the Hunt is racing on the outside and is second. Rambaran Rose third, fourth B3PO, then Waiting on a Woman and All She Can and Katie's Delay. Miss Sophia Rose, after nearly break, is trailing 28 the opening quarter. Beyond the Hunt at 6-1 has got the lead now. And Beyond the Hunt, Solid as a brick house. Third, Rambaran Rose, but up and driving. Waiting on a Woman is waiting no longer. Is moving now and is first up, racing third. Rambaran Rose is racing position fourth. B3PO is second over fifth, and All She Can is sixth to the outside. Then it is Katie's Delight and Miss Sophia Rose, and that halftime recorded 57-3. Beyond the Hunt, Waiting on a Woman. Now they stride together onto the 5/8 and a slim lead for Beyond the Hunt. Waiting on a Woman on the outside, trying to take down Beyond the Hunt. And then Solid as a brick house, but now taking third, B3PO. Solid as a brick house is racing fourth. Waiting on a Woman was able to come on and clear to the lead. Waiting on a Woman leads at a length and 3/4. B3PO is second. Beyond the Hunt is weakening on the inside. Solid as a brick house is taking over third. B3PO is trying to call her Waiting on a Woman as they race by 3/4, 126-2. Waiting on a Woman, the 1-9 favorite. B3PO is second. Solid as a brick house is third. Rambaran Rose, and then All She Can. The field turns for home. Waiting on a Woman off that 126 2/3 continues to march well. Waiting on a Woman is going to win and take it by about 3. Then B3PO, Solid as a brick house, and Rambaran Rose, 155-4. Back in front of us, the winner, number 5, Waiting on a Woman. Travis Cullen, back-to-back winning drives. Waiting on a Woman. 5-year-old Custard, the Dragon Brown Mare, by Ron and Jody and Travis Cullen. Jody Cullen, the trainer. 10th win on the season for Waiting on a Woman. Mile of 155-4. Seventh race, payouts 5. Waiting on a Woman, 220, 210, 210. 2, B3PO, $664, and 4 Solid as a Brick House, 270. $2 exactor, $14.60. Try, $17.65. Super, $74.30. 20-cent Super, $14.86. Fans note in race 9, number 9, Gascoigne Sunday. A claim entered. Claim entered 9, Gascoigne Sunday. Seventh race, order finish from the top. 624 31875. That's 624 31875 at the bottom. Field on post parade for the eighth. One is Elliott Moose, Travis Culliver, Jody Cullen, and Don McRae. Number two is Rose Run Vortex, Paul McKenzie for Terry Gallant. Number three is O'Hare Hanover, Mike Whalen for Walter Whalen. Four is Odds on Carmel, Austin Sorry for Gerard Demers and Mark LeMay. Five is Century Gigolo, Daryl Jeeson for Gino Toscani. Number six, BL Quicksand, Sammy Filia for Amanda Riley and Vincenzo Strangis. And number seven is Banner of Hanover, Jason Ryan for Ben Hollingsworth and Debbie Francis and Roseanne Langille and Doug Lauthers and Chantel Langille. Field of seven, race number eight. Let's get a look at this field for the eighth race. Horses and Geldings, optional 15,000 claiming pace. And we'll start with one, Elliott Moose. And, one that gets off the gate very well. Elliott Moose is loose early in the race and just needs a little more finish. Beaten just half a length last time out and three starts back beaten ahead. But Elliott Moose has been racing well. Travis Cullen for Jody Cullen, Elliott Moose, 4 to 5 on the board. Others, number four, Odds on Carmel was a winner last time out here and now moves up a level, but that win could carry some confidence forward. Sent up by Gerard Demers, and, Odds on Carmel and Austin Sorry has 6 wins on the year, has been solid. Odds on Carmel gets off the gate well also, so should be part of the early action and is 12 to 1. Number 6, PL Quicksand, one that took a couple months off and came back to work September the 30th here to finish second. The winner was long gone, but it was a solid second. Sammy Filia for Amanda Riley, a race to build on. PL Quicksand is one that is currently 6 to 1. And number 2, Rose Run Vortex. Well, the last couple races not good, but is dropping substantially in class. I think Rose Run Vortex down at this level, I think could be dangerous. Rose Run Vortex, certainly that last race didn't do much, but look at 53 flat at Mohawk, 2 starts back from post 10. I've seen some good things from this horse in the past. I think fits well here. I like to take a shot at 21 to 1, especially giving up 3 to 5. 3 to 5. You're not going to get rich backing 3 to 5, but 21 to 1, that could help. Gates rolling. Elliott Moose, Rose Run Vortex on the inside. O'Hare Hanover, Odds on Carmel, and Century Gigolo in the center. The outside, Peel Quicksand and Batter Up Hanover. Field of 7 for race number 8. Field for the 8th race. At the start of the rough, and Batter Up Hanover is out with Odds on Carmel, Century Gigolo, Elliott Moose on the inside, Rose Run Vortex, O'Hare Hanover, and Peel Quicksand. And it is Elliott Moose and Odds on Carmel. Odds on Carmel to the outside alongside Elliott Moose. Wants to come on and clear the front. Odds on Carmel now is going to come on and grab the lead. Elliott Moose is racing second. Rose Run Vortex third. Elliott Moose popped right back out from the pocket to reclaim the lead. Elliott Moose, and then Odds on Carmel. Rose Run Vortex, O'Hare Hanover fourth. Then Century Gigolo, Batter Up Hanover, Peel Quicksand. 27-4 opening quarter. Elliott Moose 1-9 on the boards, got the lead. Odds on Carmel is stuck along in the pocket. Rose Run Vortex is third. O'Hare Hanover, Century Gigolo, Batter Up Hanover, and Peel Quicksand. 27-4 opening quarter. They race their way past the half, and it is Elliott Moose who leads on past the half, and Elliott Moose leads at a couple of lengths. Racing second, still Odds on Carmel. Rose Run Vortex on the inside is third. Century Gigolo now has taken over third. Rose Run Vortex fourth, and Batter Up Hanover is fifth. Then O'Hare Hanover and Peel Quicksand. Elliott Moose leads by 2. They race their way on towards 3/4, and Elliott Moose is starting to get loose. Leads by about 3.5 now. Odds on Carmel. Batter Up Hanover now on the outside. Batter Up Hanover is on deck and is trying to collar Elliott Moose. Elliott Moose, Batter Up Hanover is closing ground. Elliott Moose and now Batter Up Hanover. Batter Up Hanover and Elliott Moose as they turn from off 3/4, 125-3. And Batter Up Hanover is got it now. Batter Up Hanover is going to take down Elliott Moose, and then Rose Run Vortex and Odds on Carmel. Well, actually, O'Hare Hanover and Odds on Carmel. Maybe O'Hare Hanover. It's a photo for fourth. Mile of 154-3. Eighth race payout 7 bet or up Hanover 1150 310 270. 1 Elliott Moose 210 210. 2 Rose Run Vortex 380. $2 exactor 1510. Dollar try 39.90. Dollar super 151.75. 20-cent super 30.35. Eighth race, so we're finishing the tops at 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 6, 1. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 6, 1 on the bottom. Field on Post Parade, One Fiscal Policy, Nick Boyd for Kevin Enman. Number 2, Liberty Royal, Jay Harris for Mitchell Tierney and James Quinn. And 3 is Determined, Ryan Guy for J.C. Woodward and Joshua Woodward. 4 is He's Got Swagger, Sammy Filia for Francis Guillemette. 5 is Poppy Meadow, Jason Ryan for Shane Barrington and Kayla Hendry. And number 6, You're the One, Travis Gulliver, Jody Cullen and Ron Cullen. Number 7, Probert's Legacy, Mike Whalen for Marc-Andre Simino. 8 is Music to My Gears, Daryl Teason for Ken Middleton Jr. and Keith Middleton and Jeffrey Seibel and James Grant. And 9 is Gascoigne Sunday, Clay Eddard, Austin Sorry for Amanda Riley and Brett Riley. Well, fans, let's get a look at this field for race 9. And number 4, He's Got Swagger, 60 lifetime wins. Dominant effort here last time out, but in the bottom class, moves up. But this one has faced a tougher in the past. And He's Got Swagger, sent up by Francis Guillemette, who's got a 359 training average. Sammy Filia is having a great breakout campaign. He's Got Swagger is one that missed a bunch of time before that last race and now comes back just 6 days later. He's Got Swagger, Sammy Filia, is currently 5-2 on the board. Some others to get a look at. How about number 6, You're the One? The one that I anticipated being the favorite in here. Look, was second last time out, but had been off since late June. This is one that's a really good one out of the Jody Cullen barn, and Travis already has 3 wins on the evening, and one that certainly overall has a big chance in here. And look, pretty decent start last time out for that layoff. And you see this one racing at Georgian at 52-4 back in late June. 14-time winner last year. Ton of positives on You're the One. Surprised at 5-2. I thought this one would be about even money. Others in here, 9, Gascoigne Sunday. Well, 23 wins since the 1st of January last year. Gascoigne Sunday was second at Rito 2 starts back, was claimed and made a start for Amanda Riley. And then it didn't work out all that well here, but now second start for Amanda Riley with Gascoigne Sunday, and the claim is in. Needs to work out a trip, but 17-1. And 5, Papiamento is one that had lots of pops last year with 11 wins, just 2 this year, but raced better last race to finish second, so maybe Papiamento now can come forward. A lot of back class with Papiamento. Jason Ryan for Shane Barrington, 2-1. Gate is rolling for the 9th race. Fiscal Policy, Liberty Royal, and Determined on the inside. In the center, He's Got Swagger, Papiamento, You're the One to the outside with Probert's Legacy, Music to My Gears, and the second tier, Gascoigne Sunday. Field of 9 for race number 9. And the field for the 9th race. Off stride fiscal policy and living out he's got swagger with Liberty Royal. Papiamento and You're the One. Music to My Gears on the outside, but You're the One right now driving and in search of position one and has it, and Liberty Royal is second. He's got swagger third. Racing fourth is Papiamento as they work their way into the backstretch. Then Probert's Legacy, Gascoigne Sunday, back to Music to My Gears and Determined, and on they race their way to the opening quarter. You're the One at 7-5, leads it by a length and a half. Racing position second, Liberty Royal. He's got swagger third. Papiamento, Probert's Legacy. Now on the outside, gaining a spot, Gascoigne Sunday. Now Probert's Legacy is racing sixth, and seventh is Music to My Gears, and then Determined. It is You're the One who's got the lead as they work their way off the turn and head up towards the half of a 28-2 opening quarter. That leads a length and three-quarters over Liberty Royal. Papiamento has popped to the outside. He's got swaggers fourth in the pylons, and Gascoigne Sunday fifth. Sixth is Probert's Legacy. Music to My Gears, and then Determined, and they work their way up towards and past the half in 59, and on into the backstretch they go. You're the One with a lead of about 2 1/4 right now over Liberty Royal. On the outside, Papiamento. He's got swagger, is racing position fourth. Gascoigne Sunday, Probert's Legacy. Then Music to My Gears and Determined. You're the One. Liberty Royal's a little bit closer now, but still is about two back, and You're the One looks strong. 3/4, 127-2. And that is You're the One. Liberty Royal, he's got swagger from the backfield. Music to My Gears is out four wide and is coming pretty quickly. And then Papiamento, and on the inside, Probert's Legacy, but it's all You're the One. You're the One is cruising, is going to be the one. The battle is on for the lesser shares, and trying to hold on to second is Liberty Royal, but maybe getting up and getting second, which he's got swagger over Liberty Royal. Mile of 156-4. Back in front of the winner, Travis Cullen. Fourth win on the evening for Travis, driving You're the One to victory for Jody Cullen. The owners Ron, Jody, and Travis Cullen. 7-year-old Shanghai Phil Brown gelding. Sixth win on the season, 40th lifetime. 4 driving wins on the night for Travis Cullen. ninth race payouts. Number 6, You're the One, $4.80, $2.40, $2.30. 4, He's Got Swagger, $3, $2.20. 2, Liberty Royal, $4.40. $2 Exactor, $9.20. Dollar Try, $39.85. 20-cent High Five, $121.14. $2 Double, $31.80. Dollar Pick 3, $27.60. 20-cent Pick 4, $21.06. Note the claim of 9 Gascoigne Sunday. The new trainer will be Jason Ryan. Ninth race sorter finish from the top. Did not finish. 3, 8 place 7, 2, 7 place 6, 1, 6 place 8, 5, 4 on the bottom. From the top down after the placing, it's DNF 372, 618, 54 on the bottom. Well, fans, that concludes the live harness racing program. Our next racing event is tomorrow, first dash, 6:25 p.m. Good night, Shanna.